It's gonna happen. It's about to happen. I'm gonna start season 4. I'm crowning. Welcome to season 4 of Good Morning New York City. Good morning New York City. It is our two-time Helly Award winning podcast starring me, Fire Demon. God, if I could just interview myself the whole time, the whole season, just episodes of me just interviewing myself and my own stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel like that's the key to winning another Helly. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Oh, God. Well, season 5, maybe I'll interview myself the whole time. But this podcast is about the lives, the trials, the tribulations of living in the greatest city in the underworld that is New Hell of the cities. And today, our podcast is sponsored by goats. Why is it sponsored by goats? Because goats really are some of the most majestic creatures that you can sacrifice to Satan. They don't move. They're very amenable. They're very, oh, my producer's telling me to move on. Okay. Goats is what's happening. Announcements. What's new in New Hill City? Honestly, everything is new in New Hill City. Everything is new in New Hill City. We have brand new RPs. We just launched an RP today. The new RP is called Dragging Through Life, a drag queen RP. We have Lucille Academy. We have Redwood, which we will talk about next week. Ew, we'll have DBS on the pod. We have Truly Yours, which is, I don't know if I've talked about yet. That's there. We'll be talking about that with what's her name? Swift at some point. We have, there's so much. There's new D&D. Dio has a new campaign called Maho Sojo, which I definitely said correctly. Villain of La Liga is back, which we'll talk about today, by the way. So there's just a lot going on, okay? There's too much going on. It's been almost several months. I don't know time. What's the weather like? It's hot. It's hot with a little bit of snow. Just kidding. There's no snow down in New York City because we don't fucking allow it. Because I don't allow freezers here. And I stand by that. I will always stand by that. What's a rich thing I bought recently? I've been getting into fragrances. I've been mixing perfumes, colognes, unisex, and I bought a bottle of perfume that was $550. And it is by Chanel, and it's going to be good when it gets here. So that is what's going to happen. What's the best thing on the internet right now? What's the best thing on the internet right now that I've seen? Sterling K. Brown recently took a cold plunge into his pool. So if you're interested in seeing a very, very, very gorgeous man in his 40s in his underwear, I think you should go find it. His wife is very, very generous for posting that. And I think you should look it up. Bitch, I'm hungry. I'm always eating on the pod. I'm always eating. And today is actually different. I just finished food. I had chicken tikka masala. Indian food. We love it. It was good. It actually wasn't chicken. It was lamb tikka masala. It was lamb. Or was it chicken? It was chicken or lamb. Oh, so good. $30. Game Corner. What am I playing? Today I streamed Persona 5 Tactica. The stream schedule of the current reigning streamer of the year. Flip hair, look at camera, pause, push boobs together. Persona 5 Tactica, Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm lukewarm about, but congratulations to it winning Game of the Year, I guess. And then what else did we? Oh, we're playing Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Thieves, Phantom Pain, Phantom something about phantoms, and then Prince of Persia next week. So get into it, yeah. Weeb Corner, I don't know anything about anime this year. I know I said I was going to do more anime last year, and I didn't follow up on that, but I'll see. I got rid of my Netflix account, and ever since then, my anime watching's gone down. But I'll try. Human Corner, who cares what humans are doing? Whoever fucking cares what humans are doing? Let's get into the second reason why we're here. We all know the first one. Flip hair, look at camera, push moves together. This Hellion has been chugging along pretty well, and has fared very well in the TTRPG space. Did I say that right? TTRPG, the D&D areas. And recently the Juan Best Combined quote, which we are going to talk about, and has been a part of some of the most iconic campaigns, and is an icon himself. Please welcome to the stage our season 4 opener, the incomparable, the Australian, the delicious, the Pancake. Yay! Oh wait, we have soundboard things. Can I clap? How do I clap?
Yeah, sorry, I fell asleep.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hey,
Oh
hi
god.
guys.
Oh boy, this is going to be great.
Hi,
Hello Pancake. Oh gosh. You rascal.
hi.
How are you, Pancake?
I am pretty good. It's summer, so it's incredibly hot and humid. So been chilling with the fan upstairs, and after this, I'm probably gonna go play the Pokemon DLC and sit in the aircon for the rest of the day.
Imagine
Rest of
that.
the day.
Imagine that, Australia.
Yeah.
Um so behind the scenes tea about this episode. This was supposed to happen last year. But it's all Pancake's fault. This is all Pancake's fault. I want you all to know.
Probably.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to refute that. Okay. But yeah, no, definitely. I agree. Also Pancake's fault, yeah.
I mean, the reason it was my fault is because I had spent the majority of the entire last year working on my own Pokemon game for NHC. So I was just way too busy to join any of your interviews, Fire. Terribly sorry on that.
How dare you? How dare you be too busy for me? 34-time award winner. How dare you?
If you want Fire, I can take you out of the game, but...
No, I need to be the star of everything.
So no worries, you're in the game still.
Good, I better be
along with a few other of the NHC mods.
Yeah, but like they're in the background, right? Like it's mostly me up front.
Well,
right?
The player has to fight them to reach you.
Oh, okay. See, I like that. I like that. I very much like that. So since it's your third time, I'm asking your third time interview questions. This one has never changed though. What is your favorite part about New Hell City?
I mean, it's just all the different events that we do. Like before this, I was just chilling in a VC with Nick and Swift. We were just talking about some of the different things that's been going on just at the start of the year. A new kind of like Pokemon ripoff kind of game came out last night. So I was playing that. It's called like... Oh, it's the weirdest little game. I think it's like Palmon or Pal World.
Many saying it's Pal World.
Yeah, it's Pal World. It is. I've been playing it for the few hours now. It's fun. I like a lot of the designs, but you can easily see where they get a lot of inspiration. It's funny. I want to see if Nintendo will say anything about it.
What is your favorite channel? Do you have a favorite channel? You're kind of
really
everywhere.
Like when it comes to the channels, I would say probably either Pub Chat or Gamer Chat.
Oh, okay. What is the biggest difference between you now versus the you that joined in 2021? Was that when you joined?
I joined at some point. 2021, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
End of 2021.
That's right.
The biggest change is probably how more open I've been with a lot of the other people here, whether it's like the new members or the older members and all that, are a lot more open and, starting in conversations and doing all that because I know these people a bit more.
That's true.
And yes, Swift is correct. You can capture humans. We captured a human just before.
God.
He is now slaving away on the mines.
Oh boy. Last time humans were slaves, it didn't work out so well.
Don't worry, these guys are like they were slaving Pokemon, so we slaved them.
Oh boy. What do you think is something? What thing or Hellion or element of NHC that isn't here anymore do you miss the most?
A Hellion that I just missed the most.
Could be a Hellion, or it could be a thing we used to do.
Well,
It could be nothing.
currently, a lot of the things that I mainly do all the time, I still do today.
There you
Like
go.
all the D&D campaigns. I will say I do miss haunting. Haunting was incredibly fun.
Haunting.
The first ever time I've tried something outside of classic 5e, and it was fun playing something that was like, not really combat related, but it was more just making sure that, you were just surviving.
Don't tell
It was
Kit.
fun.
Don't tell Kitten I said this because I can't give her compliments. But I do think that Haunting should have won some sort of Helly. I think it
I
is
was very
highway robbery.
surprised. I
Highway
was very
robbery.
surprised.
I
What was
really
what was the
thought
one that won? What was the one that won best campaign
it was
last year?
that was a very tough race. It was a cult, which I understand, but
No, yeah,
I
true.
think I do, and that's no shade to Dio. I do think Haunting should have won. I do think Haunting should
I
have
think
won.
both Haunting and Occult, two of
Yes.
which I were in, were easily a campaign that I was consistently looking forward to.
Yes.
Like it was easily an event of my mornings that I'm like, oh, today is blank. Today I'm doing blank. Like it was always good. It was DM'd by both of them incredibly well.
Yep. I
I
agree.
look forward to whatever Dio is planning when it comes to this uh
Are you joining the new
new
one?
one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the Magic Girl one.
Work. Who is? What do you think is something we have yet to do that we should add in New Hell City, if anything?
Hmm. I do know. I think I did this once a while ago, but we should do a thing maybe once a month. I did this during school as well. There's like a website or something where you could like input like people's names into like this Hunger Games kind of simulator.
Ooh.
And what it would do is it would randomize, a few different events. And what we can do is just see who wins each month. And then maybe when it gets close to the Hellies, we have all the past winners in a final kind of thing.
I like
So
it.
say Swift won the one for this month, and you then Fire won the one for next month,
That
and
makes
so on,
sense.
so on.
I mean,
We
when
would see, maybe at the end of the month, all the people who had wins. Say Swift won multiple times.
no, or
It
say
would
I mean
just
say
mean that
Fire
that's
won multiple
less people.
times. Yeah, but Fire probably won
If
multiple
Fire
times.
had died
Yeah.
multiple
No,
times,
definitely
like
won. Didn't. Okay. Yeah. Just for example.
but
Okay.
like these kind of events, I can see because I've done this a few times, and it's a very simple process. It's just taking the time to type each person's name, and hell, you can put their like profile pictures and everything, and it's funny, and you can change little things. This is
Okay.
years ago. They've probably either made changes to it, like updates, or there's an even better Hunger Games kind of simulator.
Work.
So I
Um.
think that would be a fun thing.
Okay. We'll talk about it down the line. Who is your best friend here? And if you don't say me and only me, I will still indeed ban you. Yep. Go ahead.
Skip.
I heard fire. Do I look pretty today?
Well, you don't have your camera on,
What are you
so
talking? I'm literally sitting right in front of you. I am fully nude in front of you. How can you
one
not see
second. I
me?
need to put my glasses on.
Oh, it's
It
how,
makes it
it's literally right there. You
no,
can't.
no,
Wow.
no, no. I'm putting my glasses on so I don't have to see.
Oh, great, great,
Right.
great. Simple
uh,
yes or no. Great. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
7 out of 10.
7. That's like a Assassin's Creed game on an IGN score. God, Jesus Christ. Okay, you know what? What does your New Hell City apartment look like? What changes have you made? What have you won? 2 Hellies? Are you a 2-timer? 3-timer?
Two. I
Okay.
think two. I lost track.
All
I've
right.
forgotten
Two sounds
because I
right.
was half conscious because it was 4 a.m.
Oh, that makes sense. Yes, I believe you are
But
two-timer.
yeah,
What's your small
I
apartment look
think
like?
with my apartment, it has what I really need. It has my PC for all my gaming. Has a few different arts memorabilia, um, plenty of different Eevee plushes, and of course, its own little pancake making machine.
That tracks. That tracks. Um, let's talk about the cryptids. Is there any way to stop them?
The cryptics. Always such a thing. I do
Yeah.
know. I think it's Swift that's doing this year's ones,
Swift is
making those reports.
Swift is making the reports for this one. Swift and the Swift
Yes.
team.
Who's making the reports in next year?
I believe it's supposed to be Leah, and then it's supposed to be Kitten,
Okay. Because if I ever do one of these,
which you should.
I think I mean I'm perfectly happy to. I think the cryptics that I would want to try and report and track down would be ones that either are the cures or counters to the
Oh,
cryptics that keeps taking um the Hellions away.
interesting. Okay. All right. All right. We'll talk about that.
Making reports of sending Hellions out to try and track down these items or maybe other cryptics that are more of a rivalry to the other cryptics of our server.
We'll send Max. We'll send Max out there to deal with the
Yeah,
cryptids.
send Max each time.
Yeah, definitely Max.
I, either that or we'll see how Mini goes.
Oh, Mini's a great idea. Mini's a great idea. Just no
Yeah,
weapons. Just send Mini out there to just fend for himself.
Max or Mini. Mini. You play like
Yeah.
Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, he can figure it out. I feel like he can figure it out. He's played video
Yeah,
games before. Yeah, no, it's okay.
he'll be fine. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't worry.
You're gonna be okay.
I'll give you the team. I'll give you the team
Yeah.
from the Pokemon game. You'll be fine.
I'll make you a peanut butter sandwich. I don't have any jelly on me though,
No
but just
one
peanut
wants
butter.
that.
It's fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right,
You'll be fine. You'll
Pancake.
be fine.
Let's talk about your helis. We're in this since this is your third interview, we are going to go back to 2022 for your helis. Which
Uh,
I don't even remember. I don't think that was a good year for you. Oh wait, no, that was a good year for you because you were. Wait a second, this is your third interview. Have we talked about 2022? Let me see when your last interview was. If your last
I got
interview,
no idea. This year went by way too quickly.
I know, if we didn't do last year's, so last year we would have talked about your 2022.
2023.
No, but last year we
Yeah.
would have talked about your 2022
Last year we
helis.
wouldn't talked about 2022, so
Correct.
we
So we
never
haven't.
did.
That's true. Wow. So that's weird. We've never. Um, this is so you. Okay, so we are literally your first time talking about the helis. Okay, fine, fair enough. How is this your third
Pretty
interview?
much.
How is that possible? Because you're nominated for Best New Member of 2022 and not 2021. How is this possible? I
Because
guess
you
we.
fucked up.
I don't know. Maybe we just never talked about your helis.
Because
Okay.
Fire fucked up.
Anyway, you were nominated for 21 helis your first year. Oh my God, we're talking about your first year here. This is so weird. Um, yeah. So, yeah, 21 heli nominations. Are you ready to go through them?
Sure.
This is so strange. I really felt like we talked about this. We probably talked about your nominations, but not your wins. Um, you were nominated for Lewd Queen. Did you think you were going to get that?
Probably not. I think like what the list of people that were even in that,
You're
like
you're up against Sergeant
yeah,
Pepper,
no.
who was the reigning champ at that time. Zoe
It's
Catharsis.
not like I really ever post in those channels or any of the art that I would ever make is, something that would be fitting to that.
Um,
I think I posted like a couple little things, but other than that, nothing.
you're up against Sergeant Pepper, who was the reigning champ at that time. Zoe Catharsis, CD, Rain Art, Miss Necocat, Neridia, Swift Cut Lassie, Sad Burbs, Silver Luna Wolf, and KMM Green. Yeah, that one went
Yeah,
to that one. That one was the very crazy upset of Miss Necocat beating out Sergeant Pepper.
yeah, and
Breaking.
then that kind of just started the whole thing for everything with Neko.
I know. I know.
It was the big
Um,
start of all the little things that she did.
2022. Yeah. So, yes, you did not win that one, but that's okay. You were nominated also for Weebiest Weeb. You're up against some hard shit. You're up against some like reigning champs. So,
Well, I will say makes sense with how many people are in this community. Yeah, makes sense.
so
Like it is incredible. Like top three are like the Gamiest Gamer, Weebiest Weeb, and Lou Queen are like those ones that are like if you win it, then it's either you're pretty much just known in the community. I'm
yeah.
not sorry, Minnie. Um, or like, come on. It's the same with like any of the D&D ones. Like if you're known as like the best DM, for example.
Mhm.
Like I've never really been in a thing with Nolan. I don't know how many games Nolan's actually done. I just know that there's a lot of talk around him being an excellent DM, and that's all I ever know about his DMing skills.
Yeah.
I've been in ones with Coda and Dio, with Colonel and Gloria. Like I've been in their games, and they're all incredibly good DMs. But it's always difficult, to pick one.
It is hard.
Colonel was funny. I will say that. Colonel's whole events were funny.
We'll get there. We'll get there. So Weebiest Weeb, you're up against Nalam, Zoe, Swift, Vel, Polaris, and Minnie, who was in there. Where do you think you ranked? There were 73 voters and 7 nominees. Nalam ended up winning this
Where
one.
I ranked, and this was the first year.
It was your first year,
I
yeah.
don't think I was. I don't think I was last, but
Okay.
I definitely wasn't like top five.
You were incorrect. You were the third. You were third place.
Oh,
Nalam got 61% of the votes, so it was a landslide.
yeah.
And then it
I'm
was Minnie, and then it
well.
was you.
That's because of his whole background of he does the hosting like with all the guess the anime, and I guess in this case guess the game.
That's true.
Like,
But
yeah.
let us not forget. Oh, you weren't here for this, but the first 2 years, it was the biggest upset. Nalam lost Weebius Weeb 2 years in a row, which is my favorite to Deku, who like just talked about anime casually, but I think because his name was My Hero Deku, everyone was like, "Oh, obviously he's the Weebiest Weeb."
Oh, it's an anime person.
Yes,
He has the
total.
anime profile.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
it was so great. I enjoyed it. Nalam hated it. Oh my gosh, I should have prepared for this. You were nominated for Best Comedic Screenshot for "He is the Weapon" from Halo Infinite. Oh shit. Do
Oh
you
yes, I
remember this
remember this one.
piece?
Yes, I do. I remember playing Halo Infinite. It first came out, and I had the Xbox Game Pass. I played about a couple hours into it, and all of a sudden, there's a guy glitched into the weapon box,
How does does this
which
happen often? Please
I
vamp
don't
while I
know.
find it.
I don't know, but I love it when Halo does things like this, or any game where it's like you're an NPC. How the hell do you spawn in this? Because I didn't see him walk into it or whatever. Because it's like I had just like it's in Halo Infinite story, you would like conquer areas so that you could have like quick access to, like to get new equipment and all that. I guess what I did was I just finished conquering one of the areas, and I looked to the weapon cache to see, what might have been updated in it. And there's just a guy.
Just a guy.
There's just a guy chilling in it, and he was stuck. He could not get out.
So he was an NPC or was he a
He
player?
was just a straight up NPC that was just stuck in the weapons. So I guess he's just our weapon now.
Wow. Okay, here comes the. I finally found the photo. I'm posting it in Bonfire Bar text chat. This was Pancake's submission. Oh, well, or I copied the link. Let me actually copy the
Nice
photo.
one. It didn't even work.
Let me see. Copy image. Let me see. And then.
We're having
Oh, that's so weird.
technical difficulties.
Why does it do that? Copy image. Hang on, let me see if I can pull the image out. Open in browser. Maybe that
Ooh,
helps.
well, Wildfire is doing this. The Pokemon game has been going on pretty well. I'm in the final marks of it now, just making the Elite Four, making sure that all the Pokemon spawns actually work. That is the end of that, pretty much by. Well, I started last year in March, so it'd be close to February, March is when the game will be released, and it'll be a full year.
Ooh.
And
great.
there's the guy.
So you lost.
Yeah.
You lost to guys. Oh no, from Biscuit from Phasmophobia. You were nominated. There's 11. You got screenshots from Spider Monkey, Devon Warlord, Koala, Zozo64, Techno, Spatnum Nix, Shy, Down by Six, and Sergeant Pepper. Games from Final
Hmm.
Fantasy 14, Persona 5, Yakuza 0, Danganronpa 2, Minecraft,
Yeah.
Roblox, NBA 2K22, and Sonic Frontiers. Where do you think you ranked?
Yeah. I think it's always funny when these kind of scenes happened. I think it's another case of like the top 5 kind of thing. Because I think this did pretty well.
You got sixth place. You're very close. You're
Ooh,
one vote away from five. You were bested
one
by
off from the
Shy.
5.
Yeah, Shy got you that
That's
one.
no, that's understandable. There were plenty of good scenes, and like it's very funny to, or it's very easy and funny to find a very comedic shot, or to make a very comedic image.
Fair enough. This is a fun category for Mini that year. This is best scenic screenshot. Um, this
I
was
love
called
cutscenes.
Hawk's Final Flare from Borderlands 3. Tell us about the inspiration on that
Pretty
one.
much, this was just one of the this was just one of the cutscenes, one of the frames from the ending story mode in Borderlands 3.
Okay.
And I just again, I've said this before, how it's a very just visually pleasing image of just, and I don't record any of my stuff. So if I had missed this, then I wasn't, really gonna see it again unless I tried playing through it again. But it's one of those images that's like, it's symmetrical with like the two pillars on the side, very detailed, and it's even a little bit comedic with the like the homeless looking man just in the middle there.
You were nominated against that year. That was a fun year. Against Spider Monkey, Minnie, who really wanted it that year, did not get it.
Oh, he wasn't gonna get it.
Oh boy, so fun. Alcoholic Nick, Koala, Nalum, Captain Von Dern, Sergeant Pepper, Devon Warlord, Shy, Energy 11, Down by 6, Fire Demon 2021. I forgot I should have won this. Felix, Nep Spartan, and Sayori. Games from Final Fantasy 14, Ghost of Tsushima, Destiny 2, which eventually won, Scarlet Nexus, Valheim, Elden
It was a
Ring.
Scarlet Nexus at one, right? Or was it?
It was not. It was Alcoholic Nick's Destiny 2 tree, that shiny
Yes,
tree. As
yes,
uh,
I
as
remember it.
as Minnie likes to say, I got beat by a tree, which is my favorite. Um,
Yeah,
Horizon Forbidden West, Genshin Impact, Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Sky Children, Red Dead Redemption 2. Where do you think you ranked?
I feel like this one.
16
Mm,
nominees, 75 voters.
I'm gonna say top 5 again.
Sixth, you got sixth place.
6 again.
Yeah,
Again. I'm still pretty happy that it's like in the upper half
yeah. You
of
were
majority of these votes. It's been in the upper half.
you were taking up a good chunk of the pie. That is
Hey, if I
true.
get one more 6, then you know what that means.
Oh boy. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes. Yes.
I win a
Yes.
prize or some shit.
Well, let's see if you did it this time. For Gamiest Gamer, you were the first nominee.
I was third.
You were up against Minnie, Sergeant Pepper, who ended up winning, Nep Spartan, Devon
I was about
Warlord.
to say Pepper won that, which I'm not surprised. Pepper is very much a gamer,
How
though we
dare.
do suck at Fortnite. Also,
Zozo,
she's a console player on Fortnite.
Zozo64, Wired Vex, Fire Demon 2021, Swiftcut Lassie, Tato Corp, and Iceman D Freeze. So you believe you got third place there? Is that what you think?
I think third. I think third.
Um, third was
If you say
actually
sixth,
third was actually my place. So Sergeant Pepper, Minnie, me, Devon, Zozo. You got fifth place.
no, that's
Oh,
six.
lies. You actually. Oh no, it's worse than that, Pancake.
That's six.
No, it's actually worse than that, Pancake. You got last place.
Oh, okay, let's go.
You were in 11th place.
Ah,
Um,
that's fine.
actually,
Aw, I really wanted the sixth.
actually, well, because some people didn't even get votes, so
That's what I was thinking. Like, is it some
you
people
got
just
one
didn't
vote.
get votes?
You got one vote. So I mean, take that as you
Hey,
will. but you beat folks who didn't get a vote. But you also, I don't know, you were somewhere at the
I
bottom.
mean, I mean, like the skewer. I'm picturing the skewer when it came to like Peppa,
Yeah,
like how much you won by. So
Pepper. Let me
it's
see.
fine.
Let me see how Pepper did. Pepper actually didn't win by a whole lot. Pepper only bested Minnie, who was in second place by 2 votes. So Minnie almost won
Ah,
Gamey's Gamer that year. Very, very
again, not
close.
sorry.
Very, very close. Had he campaigned
Oh
better,
well.
maybe he would have been Gamey's Gamer. So now we're gonna get into your D and
I mean,
D.
this was first year. I was incredibly quiet, and I wasn't like, you know, too open in a lot of the chats and stuff. So
You are.
it's not surprising.
So now we're into your D&D stuff. This is where you really shine. Did.
Mm-hmm.
So your first nomination, you had 3 nominations for Best Tabletop Cast.
Yeah.
You had Occult and Wizardry Law Enforcement.
Yep.
You had The Haunting, and you had Grave Encounters. Can you give us like a
Yep.
very, very teeny tiny short rundown of each of your 3 characters in those 3 campaigns?
Each of my characters from those three.
Yes, like
Okay.
a 1 or 2 sentence of
Um,
each.
Ku from a cult was a father and ended up having a changeling son. He was the only non-magical person in there. And this is Wizard Cops. Then you have Haunting. I just went with the driver kind of guy and the person who tried to look after the entire party. Your character was a little shithead. Um,
Nala was the shithead. What are you
you
talking
both
about?
were.
No, just the shithead.
um, and then in Kind's campaign,
Do you remember
who
Grave
did I
Encounters?
play in that? If I remember the character's name. Oh, I played a changeling. I played Cyril. He was a changeling, who was pretty much just abused, kind of in like a circus.
Ooh.
Colin's campaign, in Kind's campaign, we were dead and walking zombies. So that
Yeah,
was something.
it was good. Grave Encounters was good. No, not a lot of
I'm
people
surprised he didn't
saw it.
do it any. I didn't. He didn't do any more campaigns. He only did that, and he's become like
Kind
very quiet.
Kind literally sits in bot chat and plays with the bots all day. It is the strangest. I've never seen someone who has like come out the gate with like such a great campaign and then he just like
Yeah,
is completely
it became incredibly. He was incredibly social. He was a great guy as
and
well.
y'all
Like we
go
had a
say hi to
very
him.
similar.
Go encourage him to hang out.
Where is he?
He's
Where the
somewhere.
fuck is
He's
he?
probably somewhere in bot chat. I don't know. He's great. I
He's in the bot chats.
I messaged him that he was. I was like, "You're 1 vote away from winning a heli," and he was like, "Ah." He was very cute.
Neat.
So you lost to Chaos Gremlin Crew. You're up
Yeah.
against the Yarzen
That
Job.
was one that I never. That was one I never joined the campaign because you guys were playing at like 5 a.m. for
Yeah,
me.
it was also late for us. It was like we would start like 9 or something. But
Okay.
it is Chaos Gremlin Crew is funny because we are notorious for getting absolutely nothing done. So much happens and nothing happens. It is almost infuriating. We went
I
like
mean, that's where the chaos comes in.
months and months not like exploring one dungeon and we never even got through it. Anyway, the Yarzen Job, Chaos Gremlin Crew, Justice in Chains, which won the previous year, Echoes of the Past, um, The Unsleeping City, and Guild of Gladiators were your competition. Now, my question is, which of the 3 that you were in do you think got the most votes?
Well, I DM'd Guild of Gladiators as well.
That is true. That is true.
Um, Out of the ones I think that got most, I'm pretty sure either Haunting or Cult probably got the most.
Haunting was in second place.
Yeah,
We were like only a few votes behind the winner.
that's what I was thinking because I think Haunting, like in these last couple years until it eventually finished, was one of like the runner-ups until like it did win something.
I
It was an
was
incredible campaign, easily.
such a great campaign. Haunting was second place. Occult was third place. So,
Yeah,
and
both
then
of those incredibly good.
um, Grave Encounters was let's see, 1, 3. That's 4, 5, 6, 7th place. So not bad. Tied with your campaign, the Guild of Gladiators.
Oh, funny. I made people cry in that one.
Ooh. You're also nominated for Best NHE Tabletop Character, which I think this year was one of the most stacked nominees lists. So I will read the 19 nominees.
True.
Anne from Chaos Gremlin Crew, played by Nalam. Ilya from Justin Change, played by Sea Dragoon. Raz from Chaos Gremlin Crew, played by Spider Monkey. Dorch Dolores Chode from Occult, played by Fire. Eisen from Holiday Chaos, played by Swift. Shadow Moon from Chaos Gremlin Crew by Kitten. Ash from Justin Change, played by Haru. Tempest from Echoes of the Past, played by Colin the Epic. Frank from Occult and Wizardry Law Enforcement, played by Aragorn. Marinars from Echoes of the Past, played by Down by Six. Ku from Occult, played by Pancake, that's you. Davamar from Echoes of the Past, played by Canis Epic. Zophran from Echoes of the Past, played by Leah. Kel from Echoes of the Past, played by Skell. Leon Valentine from the Unsleeping City, played by Toby. August from the Unsleeping City, played by CD. Azure from the Guild of Gladiators, played by Iceman. Puck from Chaos Gremlin Crew, played by Dio. And finally, Ansley Fulton, aka the Pigeon Lady, from Unsleeping City, played by Sad Burb.
Yep.
The horny old Dorch Dolores Chode won that one. But where do you think your sweet Ku landed?
I think Ku is very high up in that.
Let's see. We have 19 nominees, 50 voters. You guess what placement you think Ku is in, while I
Third.
figure out where it is. Ku is in last
Third,
place.
maybe fifth.
Ku is in last place. Undeserved, I think.
Ku is in last.
Undeserved.
Ku is in last.
Yeah, undeserved.
Really?
Undeserved. Now, last means tied for last, so it doesn't mean that no one else.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
Just means
like equal
ones.
to all the other last place.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very, very interested. I remember he like, okay, in Owls, we had like Daisy.
Yes.
And Daisy was a peak character.
Who I think should have a
and like with Coda doing all the voice and all that. It's funny. It is awesome. Yeah. And then of course with like Dolores, who is probably the most talked like outside of the game as well, because half the time we're just shitting on you.
That's true.
Just saying how annoying Dolores is, or like, yeah, the usual Dolores moments.
True.
But no, I'm very surprised Ku was in one of the last places.
I agree. But you made up for it with your first heli win of Best NHE Tabletop One Shot Dungeon Dive for Holiday Chaos versus Yarzenjob and Perlamian Hall from the Colonel. Tell us about Holiday Chaos. Tell us about like how that.
It was one that I did with my friends one time. Well, it was really just the Santa Claus battle at the end.
Nice.
And then in this case, I just did like a bit of a preload kind of thing with some snowman. You had Excelsior.
That's right.
The incredibly pompous, vain kind of character.
Yep. He's an awful person. Awful man.
Yeah.
Holiday Chaos.
Honestly,
yes.
the worst.
How did it feel to win your first heli?
Cool. I got a house.
You did. You finally got off the street. You got a house. It's very rare.
I was finally off someone's plate, and I was on a house.
Actually, you are in a very small company. People don't really realize this, but not many folks win helis the first year they're here. So you're of a elite club of first.
I mean, honestly,
winners.
Majority of the helis during my first year, because I was very antisocial, or I didn't exactly know either some of the rulings or how things had happened. Because I joined at the like early December, which is like during all the time of that year's helis. So it was kind of a bit, sudden, and I didn't even watch that heli because it was, early mornings.
Yep.
So and I was going to sleep.
So you could have either.
Not to mention juggling school and stuff.
So had you joined earlier in 2021, you would have either gone up against Swift.
I would have gotten.
You would have gone up against Swift for Best New Member, or Sayori for 2022. Do you think you would have stood a better chance for winning Best New Member against Sayori or Swift?
because I don't know what they were during that year. Like how, popular I guess they were. I think Sayori would have been, difficult. I wasn't sure on like how Social Swift might have been, or any of the things that either of them had done.
True. You were nominated for Best NHC Tabletop Short or Long Form Campaign for Guild of Gladiators. You were up
Hmm.
against Chaos Gremlin Crew, Justice in Chains, Echoes of the Past, of Cult and Wizardry Law Enforcement, which ended up winning, The Haunting, and Grave Encounters. Where do you think, excuse me, Guild of Gladiators landed in the votes? So that's 7 nominees, 49
I want to say
voters.
fourth. I want to say fourth or fifth.
Let me see. You landed counting fourth. No, wait, nope. Yeah, tied for fourth because there's a tie for third.
Died
So
on
you were
fourth.
fourth. Yeah, Echoes
Yeah,
and Haunting tied. So it was.
that's what I was assuming. I was assuming like Echoes, Haunting,
Yep.
Gremlins, and
Yep.
Occult to be the top ones.
Yeah, it was a cult, and then Chaos was 1 vote behind the winner. Haunting and Echoes tied, and
Uh,
then you were
I
behind.
do remember this. I remember when saying this, like and on the night.
Yep.
I
Um,
was like by one vote.
and this is another really fun one. Game Master of the Year. You're up against Spider Monkey, Colonel, Gigart, Nalam, who won, has had the streak at the time. Dio, Kitten, and Kind Cat. And do you remember what your placement was of this?
I don't think it was super high.
Pinky, you don't
I
remember
think
this at
it was
all?
no, I don't.
You lost by 1 vote.
Oh,
You were behind Nalam by 1 vote for Game Master of
Minnie,
the
why
Year.
didn't you vote for me?
Yeah, Minnie. Yeah, Minnie. This is all your fault. Now Minnie's gonna get you back. Be like, why'd you vote for me for scenic screenshot? Because Minnie was also one
Because
vote behind.
because I did. I'm pretty sure. I actually don't remember who I voted for. That was like 2 years ago. But yeah,
You were 1 vote behind.
I voted for you on Gamer. I voted for you on Gamer this year actually. Well, last year.
There you go. So you were 1 vote behind the at the time the current reigning champ. But good job. You beat Dio, Kitten,
Damn.
Spider, Colonel.
It would have been very funny if I had won. Like if we had tied that.
Yeah.
I
You
think I would
also
have much preferred if me and Nolan had tied it.
you also would have been the. I think you would have been the first. You would have been the first, and to this day, you would have been the first and only GM of the year to win Game Master without winning anything else. That has never happened before. The Game Masters almost always have a campaign win, so that would have been interesting too.
Hmm.
Oh, I guess no, technically, no, you would have won for 1 shot, so I guess that actually still counts. Anyway, um, we're gonna move now into what's the next section? Oh, best cosplay for Virgil. Do you remember this?
Oh.
I'm gonna
It's a
post
good
some.
cosplay. It's very funny.
Tell us about the
Is it the
inspiration.
meme? Is it the meme one or is it?
I'm going to
I can't
post
remember
it.
what image I actually sent in.
I'm going to post it right.
I'm pretty sure it's the one with me sitting in the
It
chair.
is you sitting in a chair. Yes.
I love this. It's such a good image. It's such a good meme. Everyone knows the meme. Everyone knows Virgil in a chair. I was there with my friend and we were like, I need to find a plastic chair. Did I have bleach hair at this point? I couldn't remember. I think I had bleached hair at this point because my hair was purple just before this.
Oh,
But yes,
work.
yes, easily one of my favorites. I was walking around with that can of White Monster Energy, had a sword, was sitting down. We found a plastic chair.
Love
I'm
it.
very happy.
Love it. That one was bested by Master Chief, which that was a tough one, but we love
Of
Virgil.
course. Well, hopefully this next cosplay I have is Red Hood, which I've already shown the helmet for,
Ooh.
which has been 3D printed by my own dad.
Max says you look exactly as I thought you would. I don't know how to take that, but
I mean, do I sound exactly as I would sound or look?
I believe they said
You
you
got you
sounded
got
young.
surprised.
They said younger than you sound younger than you in
I
the
know,
original.
I sound very young, and yes,
Okay.
I'm very mature.
gosh, every mature person says that. Let's
And I
see.
sound American, but whatever. Apparently, I'm not American. I was in some call with some people, and they're like, "You're not American. You sound Australian." Then why the fuck did everyone call me Australian? Call me American. Doesn't make
Oh
sense.
gosh.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't. I forgot what Minnie. I forgot we sounded like Minnie until we were in the helis, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you have a very high pitch."
oh god, don't tell him that. He hates that. It is true.
But I'm not wrong.
It's true. I think a high pitched voice is nice on a man, though. I more high pitched voices, please. Not for
I
this
mean,
deep
in my
shit.
current D&D campaign, 3 of my players have super deep voices.
It's so strange to me. Such a strange thing.
Once
Your next nomination was for best unedited screenshot, which this was a really good one. Um, I'm sure you remember this. I hope you do. Skelly Rider.
I see it, I'll definitely. What game?
Oh no, sorry. Best unedited photography piece.
Yes, it's. Uh,
Tell us about this,
Why the
please.
fuck was? Why was this in a museum? This was in a literal museum in, I think, Sydney.
God.
I saw this and I'm like, holy shit, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Why? What? Why did they? Why did they do that?
This is in an official Australian museum, and it's an actually highly respected museum that has like incredibly, like good pieces of art, some Aboriginal art, and then they have a skeleton riding a skeleton horse going
Wow.
yeehaw.
Wow. Wow.
It caught me by
Interesting.
surprise in person. It's the funniest thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen, and I
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah. That was a wild one. That was a wild one. I was like, I
I'm
was for
I'm
sure that was
surprised
gonna
this
win.
didn't win.
I thought it was
I'm
gonna win
surprised this
too.
didn't win.
I thought it was gonna win. This category went to a tie between Noob and Squirrelish, which was also a big shock because
Ah, yes, no,
everyone
I do
everyone thought
remember.
Squirrelish was gonna win Sportiest Sport, and it did not happen. But he randomly won this.
He only just won it. It's very funny.
Very
I've
strange.
never been in any call with Squirrelish.
He loves sports.
I see him from time to time, but I think with like how the time zones are, is I never really see him active.
Fair enough. You were nominated for Writer of the Year against Swiftcut Lassie, Dio, Down by Six, Fire Demon 2021, Kitten, The Colonel, Nalum, Kermit, Cody the Wolf, Useless Shadow, Shy, and NJ Wolf D.
Why the hell was I in Writer of the Year?
I think it's because we also allowed people who had created campaigns to be considered writers.
Oh,
So
right.
we had a lot of
Or
nominees.
maybe like character backstories and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So with 13 nominees and 64 voters, where do you think you placed?
I think I'm in that safe kind of half,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe 7th area.
You were fifth place.
Oh,
You're bested by
even better.
Colonel,
Yep.
Fire, Dio, and of course Swift at the end.
Swift is, and I will say Swift.
Yeah,
It makes
it
sense.
makes
Incredibly
sense.
good stuff, and how consistently you're writing things.
Very, very smart. You
Yeah.
were also nominated for Best Traditional Art Piece, which says untitled, so maybe you can title it right
It
here,
was the
right now.
Tiamat one, wasn't it?
I'm going to
The
figure it out
dragons.
right now. That's Best Craft. That's Best Lewd Piece. Best Traditional. Let me find you. Which one was Pancakes? I think you're towards the bottom. Nope, not there. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you.
So while Fire does this, again, the Pokemon game will soon be out. It'll be sent through Google Drive. I have checked and it does work. Multiple delays have just mainly been because of misplacement of a certain USB or just moving between different houses and just trying to get it across. When it came to the actual programming of the game, it was mainly using 2 different things. One called RPG Maker, which is a engine that is all about making RPGs, so Octopath Travel and other different games. Yes, Tiamat.
Is that what we're gonna call it, Tiamat?
Well, this is what it's based off. It's
Oh.
based off the monster in D&D,
So what are
or
you
the
gonna
goddess.
spell it? What are
Sorry,
you gonna call it? What are you gonna call it? Do it right now.
Tiamat. Oh, Tiamat's final attack, I think it was.
How do you spell like tier? T-A-T.
Tiamat. Tiamat. Oh, Tiamat.
Oh, there we go. Tiamat. There it is.
Yeah. So
Um.
Tiamat in D&D is like one of the big bosses of the entire. She's um like a dragon goddess, sister to Bahamut in the game. Um, and the whole thing is that it's a five-headed hydra, in a sense. Each head is a different element. So what I wanted to do was for this art piece. This was a thing for my school assessment,
Oh.
which is we had to come up with a concept, and we were um I'm yeah I'm I saw Bahamut in the recent Final Fantasy game. Don't worry. But yeah, so pretty much each head is a different element, and this was a thing for my school assessment where we had to come up with a concept. And if it was good enough and we had good sketches and all that kind of stuff, we could put it as a roof tile in our art room.
Oh.
So this is currently, and this was a few years ago, this is still in the rooftops of my school art classroom.
Well, hello. I love that. That's fun.
And the whole idea of this is that I wanted a different medium or a different art style for each of the different heads. So, for example, the red head, which is the main one, is using basic acrylic. The black one was using a mix of like acrylic, but also having like blue fabric kind of stuff in between the bits of the lightning to give it that light blue shading. The green head at the top is actually just watercolors to make like a thin green kind of mist. The black one is actually making something out of clay and connecting it because it's meant to be like an acid ball. And then the white one was a spray can that I flipped upside down to spray it up, and then a light sprinkle along the tops.
Wow. Nice.
So that was the whole thing of it, and I think I got an A on it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You were nominated twice for Best Quote before we mercifully split it up to combine and solo, but right now it's Best Quote. You had this one with Iceman
The
called
cookies.
Physical, where you said, "I will gather all the cookies." Pancake also says, "Even if it has to be, even if I have to be physical." Oh my. Oh. Wow.
Yes, the image is very old. The fact that I have that as my profile picture. That was during Christmas.
Wow. How do you feel about that quote today? You
I
stand
find
by
it
it.
funny.
Good.
I
Good.
find it very funny. It's not funnier than this year's one, but it's funny.
Oh God, we'll get to this year's one. Your other one was with Sergeant Pepper. This one is
Pepper.
called Sonic. I don't know if you remember this one, but it's less words. I will say that. Can you describe it for our audience?
I've come to make an announcement.
Oh boy.
Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass mother. Uh, everyone knows the meme. It is iconic. We are still memeing Snapcube with the announcement of the whole Shadow of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 coming out this year. I think in December.
Well, there it is.
Max, ask Massa, he probably knows, but just look up Snapcube fan dub and you will find what you're looking for.
You're also nominated for Best Level Up for what's something I called The Baby, where Vel said, online class is a nightmare. I love it, baby, which I threw out window. And then you said, nice, jumble it up and we get, I threw the baby out which window? Okay. Thank you, Pancake, for that one.
I'm not sorry.
I guess you shouldn't be. I guess you shouldn't be.
Technically, the quote should have been "I threw baby out which window" because there is no "the" in that sentence. But yeah, defenestration. I learned that word about last year. Why the hell did I think it was the French? Could be wrong. Spain? No. Somewhere, pretty much, they made an entire word about throwing people out of windows because it happened so often.
Hot. I love that. I love
It was
kids.
in Prague. Where's Prague?
I love children dying. It's great. I love that.
People with Google or people who like geography? Where is Prague?
Where is
Because that's
Prague?
where the whole defenestration happened.
Where is Prague, and how can we take it over with New Hill City? Make it Prague Hill City. New Prague City? We'll work on it.
The
Um,
French has the word for slapping people. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
so
But yes, next.
you did not win best quote or best level up, but you got some votes, by the way. You were somewhere in the middle.
I'm very happy that like they're still loved. Like they're still fun. There were still funny quotes at the time. And that's like the whole thing is that you can say something very funny. The fact that people nominate it is just like a yeah, it's funny. It's something that people just chuckle at. I think that's what majority of the like best quotes or combined quotes would be are like either something dumb, something funny, or something incredibly ironic,
That's it.
which have been a few of your ones.
Final two nominations, you had most contributing community member, which is a big one. You're up against Swiftcut Lassie, who was the winner, Sergeant Pepper, Zozo64, Zoe, Iceman Defreeze God, Shy, Leah, Useless Shadow, Kiara, Austin Mini, and Void. Where do you
I
think you
think
fared?
Swift winning that one was a very lovely surprise.
It was a good one. It was a nice surprise. Swift has a
Yeah,
very interesting track record because she didn't win anything except for best new member her first year, and then she like came back and she started getting all
with the
the
community and the
awards.
writing and
Yeah,
all sorts of things.
she's on a steady
It was
incline.
very,
She's on a steady incline.
it was very good. And
Where do
then where I came in this,
hmm
I want to say around the middle again. I don't think I was as big as like with Pepper and a few of the others, but I want to say I was around the middle. A couple votes at least.
You were dead last.
Let's go.
Let's go. But we can move on to the big award, which was best new member, which of course was won by Sayori. She was a tough competition. You were up against such heavy hitters as Koala, Gibbles, Prowley, Miss
Oh,
Nekocat,
wow, I remember.
Soya, Biscuit, Toby, Faye, Austin, Felix, NJ Wolf D, Jin Kazama, Augie, Kermit, Neridia, Kindcat, Aurelia, Cam, Noah, Cohen, Toast, and Raziel Nightfire. It's so funny because half of those folks are dead. Where do you think you
Makes
placed?
sense.
Let me see. Let me find you first. Let me see where I see you placed.
Eh, I think in the lower half of it, I don't think I got too many votes in this, if any at all, because of
You
how many people there were.
were fourth place.
Oh,
So
higher
out
than I
of
thought.
24, you placed fourth. You were bested by
Nice.
Nekocat and
Makes sense.
Augie, oddly enough. No one really talked
Oh
to him,
yeah, I remember
but
Augie.
sure. So yes, but it's okay. Listen, not winning best new member does not mean bad things.
Oh,
I don't know.
it's that one and the most contribution.
Yeah,
Those are kind of those ones where it's like you're making that presence known, like you're making that kind of I'm a good member kind of presence known, and you become incredibly friendly with a lot of people quickly. I stuck to very specific groups, or I would message here and here. I wasn't like the most you know
that's true.
extroverted person.
But you made up for it this year. We're moving into your 2023 Helly nominations. You were nominated for 16 Hellies this year. Um,
Hmm.
you were nominated for DJ of the Year, which was a threesome between you, me, and Nep Spartan. I ended up winning that
Yeah,
one. Where do you
I
think
mean
you
makes
placed
sense.
out of the three?
Probably second.
You did win. You good guess. You were second. You were behind me by 6 votes, so you almost won. I actually think
Not as bad.
oddly enough, you were winning that one until the last week. This was an interesting Hellies because the winners that we have now were
This,
not
yeah, I
the
was gonna say, I
winners.
remember you telling us multiple times that a lot of people were winning by a decent bit, and then during the last weeks or so, or the last couple days, it would be a sudden change.
Total change. It was very shocking. So
It'd be
yeah,
like two people who are like dead even, and then all of a sudden someone would have 20 something votes in front.
yep. This was the one. This was the one where it was like you were winning the whole time, and then for some reason people voted for me. So you were also nominated for
Rigged.
best comedic screenshot, which I'm going to pull up, called "Fear Him." You remember this one? I can tell from
You
your
all better
laughter.
fear him. You all better fear him. He is a terrifying monster. His father was Godzilla.
Poor thing. Tell us about this
Fear the
screenshot
child.
while I look for it. Oh, here it is. There you go.
Honestly, it's just
It's
a
from
funny
Ghostwire
little
Tokyo,
scene.
by the way, which game I
Yeah,
really enjoy.
I played 5 hours of it. I could not get too into it.
It is a very long. It's longer than it should be, and
Yeah,
also
it feels longer, and even its combat and stuff felt a bit janky in
was
some
this
parts.
was this in one of the houses or something?
Yeah, this was just in one of the houses. I don't remember how I exactly saw it. I think I was just exploring because I wasn't doing the main quest. I was exploring the entire town, looking at all the yokais and all that. And I was just checking out inside one of this house, and I saw the shadow. So I'm like, oh,
Oh,
he
yeah.
is terrifying. So I'm going to screenshot this and send it into the chat because he is adorable,
The game took
and you should fear him. It's like most Pokemon. Like you should just fear them.
true. The game took me like 70 hours to platinum. It was very
Yeah,
fun.
I don't plan to. It felt janky.
Do you have some
Combat was weird.
podcasts or some audiobooks to listen to? It's a great audiobook type situation. You're up against such games as Railroads Online, of course, are as a random screenshot from a random game every time. Persona 5, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Gary's
Or his
Mod,
taste.
very strange, very strange. Final Fantasy 14, The Sims 4,
Almost.
Pokemon Omega Ruby, Riddle School, and Baldur's Gate 3. This was one of
Middle
those
school is the
interesting.
best.
This is one of those interesting ones because Pepper was the favorite to win. I think everyone really thought that Pepper's Dome of the Ass, the one with the donkey that's sitting there, just says
Dome of
Dome of the
the
Ass.
Ass is very funny, but there's one thing that rivals ass jokes.
Dick jokes,
Dick jokes with a goose.
so good, so good. The 8.5 inch duck is such a good screenshot. You know what I sat on best comedic screenshot
I
for
want to
longer than anything
know
else.
what I want to know how the hell like he put that into his photo.
I
Like the worst part is that now like I'm thinking about it, like he would have to take the screenshot.
Minnie
Yeah,
says there's a
get
duck
the
minion.
specific duck minion, place it into the exact location to have it that kind of like incentive, like to make the joke work as well.
It was
Not to
incredible.
mention, this was a Final Fantasy game, wasn't it?
14. Spider only plays
Why
Final
the
Fantasy
fuck are you
14.
doing this in an online Final Fantasy game? Why can you do this in a online Final Fantasy
I
game?
don't know, but Spider has sent a million screenshots here from
I
FF14.
remember seeing them.
So
A
strange.
lot of them were incredibly funny.
So strange. And so this is I will say this is
Yes, man.
Pancake's podcast, but I will say that this is proof that you do not have to be active here to win a heli. Spider never talks here and won a heli.
No, he was a
Just saying.
DM, which I didn't realize at one
Yes.
point.
He DM'd the very first NHC campaign. Rooses, Riches, and Relations. Let's
Yeah,
get into it.
and now
Um,
it's another case with like Kind, how they don't really appear or they appear from time to time.
very, very seldomly. Very, very seldomly. They're spending time offline now because they used to be a mod. It was a whole thing.
Yeah,
You,
that's fair.
you were also nominated for best scenic screenshot. You're very good about keeping consistent about submitting a scenic and a comedic. Um, so
It makes
this
sense.
one,
There are some of the ones that you can have like a long list. Oh fuck, I keep forgetting to uh post the pictures from Spider-Man. I
so
still have like a couple very funny ones on my PC.
this one is super gorgeous. This one was called Manhattan by Moonlight, which I'm going to post in the chat
Yes,
now.
Spider-Man.
Um,
Did you ever finish that?
I certainly did, and I platinumed it. It was a great game. It will be one
No,
day
finally.
when I finish the Fire Demon Awards. I will tell you where it placed in my top 10.
Yeah,
But
Spider-Man was a very photogenic game.
very, 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 very.
The fact that it had time cycles and all that, and during the actual main missions and stuff like that, even the city is consistently being changed. Like in the opening scene with Sandman, like the city's covered in sand. There are sand mounds and everything that you can interact with. Like they really went in when it came to like instead of having like in the first one, it was very, you know, the
Hmm.
same. In this one, it was a lot more, a lot more stuff happened.
Loved it. And I loved all the outfits. There's so many fun outfits. Um,
Yeah, I was really thinking on which outfit would fit this, but I thought the Iraq Knight fit best because you had that strong, white, so you knew what you were looking at.
that's right. So best comedic, best scenic. Where do you think you placed in both categories? In each category.
I think they were both. Okay, I think I was higher in cinematic than I was comedic
Okay.
because there were a few very good comedic ones,
I
and
will
then with
tell
the
you that is
cinematic
true.
ones,
You're on the right track.
yeah, with the cinematic ones, I will say a lot of them were cutscenes in video games, which is where a lot of people put in all their 4K effort and all that kind of stuff is to make those cutscenes the best looking as they can. So it's really just picking a frame from one of those cutscenes.
True, true, true. So you think you ranked low on comedic. Where do you think you were? So
I think
comedic,
I
you had.
ranked I think I ranked low, and I think with cinematic I'm probably top 6.
So comedic, you got last place, and
That makes sense.
scenic, you got third place.
Only third in scenic.
Yeah. You mean only third?
Really?
You thought you were higher than that? Third is really
No, I
good.
thought I was much lower.
Oh,
I thought I was much lower.
you were
I saw a lot of the comedic ones. I thought they were all incredibly good.
you were 5 votes
Yeah,
from
and the
winning.
comedic is, come on, who wasn't gonna pick with the duck or
Yeah,
the goose?
yeah, it's hard. That one's
Like
hard.
those 3 options that you could pick with the comedic. You're either picking ass, goose, or freaking one of the other dumb ones.
A lot of dumb humor here. A lot of dumb humor. But you're getting very close. I mean, third is really good. You were 5 votes away from winning, so that's not
Yeah,
too
I
bad.
think this was easily my best picture when it came to like the serious, like just visually pleasing pictures.
I think so too.
I'm very happy. Oh, yeah, no, and that one Baldur's Gate one.
Yeah, yeah, that one actually, that was a surprise when Minnie finally won his coveted best scene screenshot, and then he also tied with Sayori, which was definitely not expected. So that was interesting.
Yeah, 'cause it was a good year.
It's a good year. You're also nominated for Gamey's Gamer once again against Sergeant Pepper, Mini Wired Vex, Fire Demon 2021, Zosa 64, and
That's
Down
just
by
one that
6.
that role, the whole game is gamer. That's just one that I'll most likely always be in. But it would be a difficult one, or be a very random one if I was ever were to win it.
Where do you think you placed? 7 nominees.
I don't think dead last because I think I would have gotten some votes. Top 3 would be like Wire, Mini, and Pepper.
How dare
So I'm
you?
gonna
But
say like
okay.
fourth.
You were second to last. You were sixth place.
Uh,
You beat Down by 6. Well,
uh
it's
I
not.
didn't even know he was in
Yeah, I'm a little confused why he was in that category. Um,
that.
so we'll get into your D&D stuff for last year. We'll start with tabletop character. I guess I switched character and cast this year. Interesting.
I kept
Um,
forgetting to fill in like all the stuff for La Liga, like all the character noms and the campaign noms and all that.
yeah. So you're nominated for best tabletop character for Ren from Rise of the Rune Lords. Tell us about Ren.
He's a guy with a gun.
Fair enough. He's got the
He's
gun.
a disgraced warrior walking with, I think at this point, just a limited time.
Did you have a folder for last year? Do you remember if we had to vote in a folder, or was it just Ren?
It was Ren and was it Ku again?
Yeah, it would have been Ku.
No,
Yeah, because we were
it was
still doing a cult. We'd still.
yeah.
Because
So Ren and Ku.
are you sad that? Are you happy that Ren got the nomination, or do you wish it was Ku?
No, I think I prefer Ren. He's the newest one. We hadn't played too much of a cult, and a cult had finished pretty early in it.
Yeah.
So it was Ren's time to, he's the next guy. Same with the other Pathfinder character I'm playing, Tobias.
There you
He hasn't had too many sessions in, but he's becoming an incredibly fun. Ren and Tobias, character-wise, are complete opposites. One's incredibly serious and is kind of out of time. The other one's super antisocial and will hit on girls. Um, like
Cute.
they're very, very polar opposites.
So you were nominated against Kel from Echoes of the Past, played by Scalabro, Ash from Justin
Yeah.
Chains, played by Haru, Ilya from Justin Chains, played by Sea Dragoon, Lewis from Justin Chains, played by Spider Monkey, Doris Dolores DeChode from Occult, played by Fire Demon, who ended up winning, Daisy from Occult, played by Kitten, Tim Ye Old from The Beginnings, played by Luminos, Faraday from Terminus of Freedom, played by Swift, which also ended up winning, or tie.
Yes, I'm very happy. Very happy. Faraday was a lovely, lovely character.
Alexander from Rise of the Rune Lords by President Granite, also known as Gloria. Typhon, I guess, from Terminus of Freedom, played by Dio.
Typhon, I think.
Typhon. Onyx from Rise of the Rune Lords, played by Onyx. Shayna from Villains of La Liga, played by Iceman. 12 from Terminus of Freedom, played by Down by 6. And Descorn Warm Waves from Rise of the Rune Lords, played by Tal Razid. Now, where do you think, so this is 15 nominees, where do you think Ren ranked behind the
I think
ties?
around halfway. I think another halfway one.
Halfway. So what's half of 15? Like seventh?
So
Seventh,
like
eighth?
7, 6th place, things like that.
Interesting. You got second place, buddy. Second. Second place.
Ren was second
Ren
to
was
Faraday.
second place. Second place.
Ooh, by how many between the two?
1 vote.
This is what happens when I don't vote for my own because I don't like it.
1
It's the
vote.
same. I have the same mentality that I don't normally nominate.
Oh God. Do I have to bring up the
things. I like
Nalum
when
story?
people-
I always have to bring up the Nalum story.
I know. You've told me it many times in the years, but it's a personal like. I just don't like if I vote for myself, and I win by the 1 or I tie, then yeah, no.
Yes,
Minnie, I'm older than you by a year.
I think Minnie's
Fire
talking,
is
yeah,
the
we're
old
talking,
person.
definitely talking about no, we're talking about Pancake is grandpa. Who did you vote for? Do you remember?
Who I voted for?
Do you remember who voted for in this
I think
category?
I voted for Daisy.
I voted for Daisy as well.
I think Daisy. Daisy was my vote.
Yes, I did.
Because I think in out of all of my characters' interactions in any of the campaigns I was in, it was just every interaction Ku had with Daisy was the best.
Yeah, I do think Daisy should have been in here. I would have allowed a Doris loss for a Daisy win, but don't tell me I said that.
Yeah, okay. It's on recording.
Damn it! I forgot we're recording.
Yeah, we're recording, and Minnie probably has the clips ready for.
Oh God! Yeah, you technically can clip this. If you clip this, it does count for clip of the year. So NHC Tabletop Cast, you went the fuck off. You were in every cast except for I think 2. So here we go. You were nominated in Occult and Wizardry. It's funny because you were nominated for every single cast except for the winner, which is my favorite.
Yes. And that's because there was one that I couldn't join because it was in such a late time. I had another D&D campaign I was doing that day.
It is so fun. It's like
it was Echoes, right? That one?
No.
Was it
Justice one?
Chaos.
Justice one.
Justice in Chains.
It was
Justice in Chains,
which was the surprise. Everyone was surprised by that. Because Justice ended in
because
like
I have
June.
not seen you guys active once.
We ended in like June. We were all surprised that we got it too.
Yeah,
we are a good cat.
Yeah, you guys were done super early. Like I do not remember seeing you guys play any campaign, probably because of time zones and stuff. But I don't remember like anything with Justice. I thought that would finish. I thought that would finish like way early into the year.
We did finish early in the year. I will say for Justice, which is unlike most NHG D&D campaigns, we were always on time. We almost never had a cast member not show up. So I will say that. We did do that. We were very consistent and we were very good. We played off well each other, but we were all still very surprised that in 2023 that we were getting this, but it's fine. So you were nominated for Occult and Wizardry Law Enforcement, Below the Kingdom, Iron Gods, Rise of the Rune Lords, and Kingmaker. Out of these
That's
casts,
5 games.
out of these casts, what do you think got the most votes?
It's probably one of like the main three. I want to say like a cult
That's right.
or
Occult got
yeah,
second
cult is
place.
probably
Occult tied with Echoes for second place. So if you had
that
gotten
makes
two more
sense.
votes, you would have won.
I think I voted. I think I voted for a cult in this case because it was easily the most fun one that I was in,
That's true. We were pretty
and I had
pretty
no other
cohesive.
experience with like the other campaigns.
Um, Rise of the Rune Lords was one vote behind Occult. Kingmaker was one vote behind that. Iron Gods was tied with Kingmaker. Is it the other one you were in?
At least they,
Yeah,
yeah, at least they weren't like too crazy, like
yeah.
between all the gaps of each of them.
Honestly, yeah. You voted between all your campaigns. You were voted pretty well. You were in the top six for everything basically, except for Below the Kingdom. Everything else was like basically well voted
I'm
on.
very happy that you got the win with Faraday Swift. Faraday was a fun character, and you kept falling into a hole. What's not to laugh at?
You were nominated for Best NHT Short or Long Form Campaign with Villains of La Liga. Um, this one ended up going
Which
to
is back on.
a tie. Yes, which is back on, by the way. We're going to get to that. Actually, let's get into that. Talk about Villains of La Liga. Give us the pitch. Give us the season 2 pitch
Right.
or whatever.
So during the first bit of it, we're introduced to the whole land that you guys are pretty much working on. Uh, in this campaign, it's pretty much the it was a running gag in terms, but it's pretty much just the world of what happens when the big bad bosses or people that you would normally verse in like this one-on-one kind of scenario just teamed up and suddenly just began this entire plan to just conquer the entire uh, continent and maybe even further. Your role in this is you guys are pretty much bounty hunters. You're going through and you are tracking down and capturing them or just straight up eliminating them. From the first half of the sessions before I had to finish due to work stuff and finishing school and all that kind of stuff. It ended up with the campaign versing a older tiefling who wanted to be essentially immortal age-wise. She was like close to couple hundreds of years old, and she had a whole thing that she would siphon the life energy and age from people to keep herself young. It happened to a few of the players during their fight. Um,
Sounds like me.
Iceman got possessed. Don't worry about that. Um, um, then the next event, which is where we kind of ended, was that they met in a forest, got betrayed by some traveling people, and were almost sacrificed to a creature known as a Wendigo,
mm,
which
mm.
has a bunch of mythos to it and its own curse.
So
But
you guys started already, right? You guys
we
did
have
one
started. We're back
last
in
week.
it
Okay,
now. We're technically 2 sessions in to bringing it back.
nice.
Um,
Does it have an ending? Is it
and
how far are we into the
oh,
campaign?
I've already got an ending, and I already know how things are going to happen. I will say because I don't think any of the players are in this chat, are they?
No.
No, no players are in this chat right now. How the campaign is going to go, or in this next bit, is that they're actually traveling to a city right now. And in this city, there is a creature or a demon known as a Rakasha.
Oh, okay.
What they are is this human tiger, like half human, half tiger demon. And their whole gimmick is that they're pretty much a changeling, but way worse. They cast all these different illusion magic and all sorts of manipulative kind of magic. They can change their shape at will. They can change their form, turn invisible. They're like the worst pranksters and the worst kind of people to kind of verse.
Okay.
In this case, I am planning to have people in the party be framed for crimes that they did not commit.
Ooh.
Because the Rakasha, this D&D creature, this is a literal creature from back in like third edition, maybe even older. Thank you to my dad who even reminded me of this character, of this monster token. He he is planning to frame members of the party in crimes that just become worse and worse, and eventually using some of its trickery magic to try and pull it into pull party members into maybe alleyways just to torment them. Because
Mm.
another ability that it has is that it can read your memories.
Ooh. Okay.
So it can know people that are greatly connected to you, people that you trust, people that you are looking for, people that you are connected to. It can take their form using major illusion, disguise self, and stuff like that, and then it can just mess with you.
Nice.
Or it can cast high level spells like major image to just. I have ideas. I have plenty of all these different ideas on just tormenting the players and then leading them into this kind of trap where the Rakasha will then battle them.
Nice. Nice.
Because the whole thing is that Rakasha will never show its true form, because that's almost like an insult to itself. Is that it has all these abilities, and if it's ever seen in its true form, then it's like disgrace. It's disrespectful to itself.
So can people still join La Liga, or is it closed for now?
Um, I think people can probably still join it.
Okay.
I'm happy for more people because
Okay.
right now we have what is it? 5 people in it.
Work.
What's our
Okay.
cast? We
Okay.
have Valbin, Barker, Shanna, and Crick. 4, 5, 6. We have 6 people right now.
Wow. Okay. Get that best
So
cast
maybe
member.
maybe maybe it should be close. I think 6 people is good.
Okay.
We will see on what happens if more people have come or go or
Okay.
whatnot.
All right.
But yeah, there's still plenty of stuff to happen. They have so many different um kind of characters to meet up with.
Work.
And yeah.
So this one you did not win. You also were nominated for Game Master of the Year against Colonel Dio, Kitten, Nalam, and President Granite slash Gloria. You lost against the Colonel, which he finally got out of the Ultimate Losers Club, so we love that.
Well, we kind of just bullied that one
We
for
bullied that
him.
one. We certainly did. We certainly did. But he broke Nalam's streak. He blocked Nalam's 5-peat. Good job,
Yeah.
Colonel. Good job, Colonel.
We are very happy that I am in a game with Helly award-winning Colonel.
That's right.
It's crazy. We constantly refer to him as that.
And he won 3 of them, which just makes me so
Also,
happy.
best to give Colonel, some love and all that because of some of the things he's been going through
Yes,
right
yes,
now.
yes. Shout out to Colonel. You were nominated for Best Unedited Photography Piece for Cascade, which I am not prepared to. Let me look this up. Hang on. Do you remember this one at all?
Let me see it.
It is coming.
What award was this?
This is unedited photography piece. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's the cliffside.
Yes. I remember this. I remember this
Let
one.
me see.
It was one of the better photos of my trip. I think I remember the actual name of the location. I think it was Turtle Island or Turtle Hill, something like that.
There you
No,
go.
Turtle Island. This was Turtle Island. So there's pretty much a location. I went with a bunch of family members and cousins and stuff, and we went to a very north side of Queensland. And there we had we did this massive hike that we went up all these steps through bits of forest and all sorts of stuff, and we ended up along this edge. And there was this whole bit that we walked down, and I just saw this simply, it's a lovely nature view, like seeing the erosion of the cliffs, the waves coming in. And I had a new phone at this time, so I wanted to test out with some of its camera features.
Nice, nice. You where do you think you placed, by the way? So this one was won by Caps, who also was. Oh, he wasn't
Yes,
in the
I
ultimate.
remember Caps one. It was the moon. It was the moonlit one with the
Yeah,
ship,
it's a good one. He's
which I will say easily one of the best pictures. It
yes,
took in everything that makes a picture satisfying to watch or look at.
he is a very rags to riches story because he is chronically in last
He was very
place.
excited. I was very happy for him. I voted for that one
Me too.
because
Me too. It was a good
it
one.
was something. It was very good. It was
It's a good
beautiful.
one. You're up.
I think this did pretty good. I
Yeah,
want to say it's like upper half at
11
best.
nominees. You're up against Addy, KMM Green, Noob, 123, Sketch Our Cat, Fire Demon 2021, Raymond, Technological,
Yours was
Down by
an egg.
Six. And that was best edited photography piece. This one was a jail. But yes, close enough. What
Yes. I just
what
remember one of yours was an egg.
one of mine was an egg. So out of 11 nominees, where do you think you placed?
I think I'm in the like top 5 kind of thing.
Can you give me a number?
3.
Correct. You're third place. Good job.
I'm happy. I'm very happy with
Third
that.
place, you were
I
4 votes away from winning.
oh
There you go.
honestly, yeah, like the top 3 in this case, because a lot of those pictures were incredibly good. There were a lot of good nature photos and a lot of good, just visually, appealing photos.
True. True, true, true.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I was even, top 5 in this case. I knew that Caps, after looking through the nominations, that one night, seeing Caps one, I knew that it was either going to be a close second or it was going to win.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. But now we'll get to a category that has become pretty iconic for you. Best combined quote.
It hasn't
Um,
even been referenced at all during this year,
it should be. We need to bring it back all the
but
time.
it is just very funny.
We need to bring it back. But there, you were actually nominated twice for best combined quote. I just can't find your other one. Um,
Just look back through our DMs.
let me see. Let me see. This one is called. Oh, there's "Don't Do It, Pepper," which
Oh
I want to
yeah,
show. Oh, here we go.
Pepper
Um,
trying to shoot people.
as she always is. That someone keeps giving her a
Yeah.
gun, and I don't know why. I
Someone
don't.
keeps she keeps getting a gun and she keeps finding one of her cardboard
It's
vehicles.
really frustrating. So this one between you and Pepper, yeah, basically, you said love that. Not gonna lie, Pleber, and then Pepper shows gun. Pleber, don't do it. Okay, sorry, Pepper. There you go. That's all it takes.
I think it's because I called her Pleber.
Yeah, yeah. You never know what she's not gonna like. And then
It's a coin flip.
And then one of the most iconic and now Helly Award winning quotes, Three
Try
Miles
walking
Gay.
3 miles straight. My legs are killing me. Help. Have you tried 3 Mile Gay?
And you won. You were surprised you won this. Did you not expect to win?
No. I
I,
almost deleted this.
I loved it. I loved
I
it.
almost deleted it when I said it because I know some people like can be like that when they even try and joke on any of this kind of stuff
God,
with, sexualities and stuff.
just two straight men
But it
winning for
is
3 Miles Gay
funny.
is my favorite. I just love that two. It just is so funny to me. It wouldn't be funny if either of you were gay. It's more funny that you're both straight. It's just so
See,
much funnier.
it was meant to be a joke because during this year as well, I did a Kokoda hike kind of thing for one of my school events, and that was like 46 Ks through like mountains and stuff. So this guy's like, I walked 3 miles straight, my legs are killing me. And I'm like, oh come on, I walked like 49 Ks, it's fine. And I'm like, this would be funny because he said 3 miles straight. I'm like, just flip it. It'll be funny.
And you won. You won a hell. You're now a Helly Award winner for that. You are now in the Helly Award Hall of Fame because of this quote. You did it.
It could be worse.
You did it. You did it. And you also beat me. I was second place twice. I was tied for second place, and
Tisk, tisk,
you
tisk.
beat me.
Oh well.
Congratulations. So now Pancake is sitting with two helis. We've and your final nomination was for the surprise, which was a level up. Oops, I am not prepared for that. Let me find it. The surprise. I doubt
I
you
think I did
remember.
very good last year. Quite a lot of either wins or like the top 3, top 5 kind of things.
You ranked very highly. You ranked very, very
Yeah.
highly. Let me see. I hate that it doesn't just let me copy image directly from Discord. Um,
Yeah, Discord's finicky like that.
it's weird.
It
So
just wants to be different.
your final nomination right here, where you said, I said, and Pancake, you're almost free of Doris making jabs at Koo, and you said, I'm surprised you're not dead, which out of context is great. In context is great, but even out of context is great. Um, I'm surprised you're not dead. I want to see how that did. Let me see the surprise. I feel like this should have ranked high. Okay, it did. Let's see, one, two, three,
Well,
fifth
without
place. You got fifth place.
context, I had another fifth
Fifth,
place.
fifth place, fifth place. Um,
But nah,
very good. Yeah, you did very well. You did very well these hellies.
Dolores was that kind of character that would never actually heal people
Nope, she's a healer.
and would use like the weirdest kind of approaches to things. But they worked out a lot of the time.
Did they?
And the only time that we would get heals is that if we are literally yelling at Dolores to heal us.
She killed a couple
Either that,
monsters, I think, or maybe I'm thinking
you
of.
were a cleric,
Oh, maybe I'm thinking.
a
I might be
life
thinking of someone
cleric.
else. Yeah, maybe she didn't. I'm thinking of another character.
You weren't
Um,
really a life cleric because you never healed.
nope.
Daisy did more healing.
Daisy did more everything.
I
Oh,
probably did more healing technically.
I don't think I killed anybody.
And I was a barbarian.
So now in your 2024s, you have three nominations so far. For best
Oh
NHT,
yeah, do I have to re-nominate all the stuff when it comes
you
to?
yes, you do. Yes,
Okay,
you do. But before you do that, oh, by the way, I was telling Nalam, he is only one heli away from winning all of the D&D helis. So he's won
which
everything.
heli is it?
No, he's missing two, I think. Character.
Okay, which ones are you missing?
I think he's missing character and cast. No, he won for. No, he's only missing character. He's only missing character
Oh,
because
good
he.
luck. I'm pretty sure this year I have some pretty fucking good characters. That and also this year in one of the campaigns or something, I will throw in one of my plasmoid characters,
Work.
who in every campaign that I've played in outside of NHC has become the most beloved and loved character.
Work. Um, if you still need to get game master,
Which is a very difficult one.
long or short for a campaign. It's funny because you've actually gotten closer to winning game master than anything else.
That's the thing. It's a
Game.
very difficult one. It's either you will get up there, like you'll be very close to winning, or you're just completely outshined by the other incredible game masters of that year.
You have to win short or long form campaign, which I think you can do. I think you can also win game
Very
master of the year. Um, you've won. Honestly, you've won one shot. One shot's kind of hard because a lot of people don't do them, so that's a good one to do.
How I
Um,
do a lot of festive-y ones.
NET tabletop cast is easy. You just pick the right one.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I mean I'm in majority of them.
and then character. So yeah, I think you can do it. You can
Have I
never
not
do it.
one character?
You've not won
No.
character, no.
No.
Only myself, Dio, and I think it's me, Dio, and no, it's
Swift.
and Swift. But there's someone else. Maybe it's just me and. Hey, let me look at the Heligacy really quick.
Nothing
Um,
from Coda?
Coda's never won. No, Coda's one of our most like under. Oh no, Book Burb, who's no longer here, but Book Burb won
Ah,
in
Burb, yes,
2020
yes, yes.
for Dawnbreak. Yeah, so it's me in 2019, Book Burb in 2020, me in 2021, me in 2022, and then Swift and I in 2023.
Don't worry, Fire, you won't win anymore.
We'll see about that. Although this year I'm committed to making a boring character. I'm gonna do a boring.
Boring.
I'm gonna do a boring. I'm gonna do a boring white break
No,
character.
most characters that you've been playing.
I need.
or at least in the campaigns I've been, are ones that are like infuriating.
I'm committing to playing a helpful character. Oh God, it's gonna be the worst.
Play Excelsior. Bring
Ugh.
Excelsior back.
He's very much not helpful. He's the most unhelpful. But maybe I'll make a
Yeah,
helpful
but
version of him.
you never really got to experiment too much with,
We'll see.
some of the stuff with him.
We'll see. We'll see. So you're nominated for Tobias from Kingmaker. So far for
Very
NXT
good.
Tabletop characters. So
He's a card thrower.
you're up against all your
Let's go.
Kingmaster castmates. Duggo, played by Colonel. Amakitten's Atiri.
Duggar's literally a goblin, and he is just peak.
And Drisk, played by Onyx. Do you think you stand a chance right now, since there's only 4 nominees? Do you think you stand a chance against your Kingmaker castmates?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm confident with them. I will say a lot of the characters in um my campaign in La Liga are also incredibly good.
There you go. Nominate them.
Like Iceman's one, and Valbin from Onyx are all very good.
Nominate them.
Um,
Make sure you
but
nominate your
yeah,
homies. You're also nominated for Best Unedited Screenshot. For this one, you were calling Midnight Station, I believe. Yeah, Midnight Station.
yeah. I think I was talking. Was it Swift? Or I think it was Coda. And we might make this into kind of like a little profile thing for a future cryptic.
Ooh. Does NC have its own version of a PGOT? An EGOT in Hellies would be like, I don't even know.
What the hell's an EGOT?
So an EGOT's when you win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. It's when you win like basically all the
Oh,
big awards for
okay.
each.
How you would do this is, I would think you win one of the community kind of ones.
Uh huh.
So best new member, best community. I think the ones that isn't a specific like channel or a specific role kind of based one. So winning one of those, any of the artist roles, winning any of the artists. I would also include like the photos, like like cinematic or like edited photograph or unedited photograph. Winning any of those. Um, winning one in the role playing sections, including the D&D and the RP, and uh probably winning something in like Lewd Queen or any of the like
Interesting.
18 plus roles.
Interesting.
And if you're not an 18 plus, then I would probably say the anime or gaming.
Interesting. I
So
think
I think that would be it.
Pancakes
It'd
is,
be like,
is is more generous. I think it's all of the years. So I think it's like Game Master of the Year, Artist of the Year, Writer of the Year, DJ of the
yeah, well
Year.
that kind of just filled in like most of them.
Yeah,
Like there's like the kind version, or literally just winning each of blank of the years.
yeah. Plus what you said, community member, best new member. Anything that's not specific to one thing, it's like it's your performance the
Yeah.
entire
Like a
year.
grand like the grand ones that you
Yeah.
can win in a year, because best new member you can't win that anymore.
No. 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 No.
That's that kind of thing where it's like if it's something that's like best or you know blank of the year kind
Yeah.
of things. I think that's like the NHC equivalent for the EGOT.
Your final nomination so far is for best combined quote for "Excited to see my friend" with you and Coda, where Coda's asleep and you say Coda.
And then
Uh,
Batouf became level 100.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
And I'm so happy for my boy Bidoof. He's finally a full-grown god.
So, so, my next question to you is,
Pokemon game will be coming out next month. Be ready for it.
be ready
Yeah,
for the
sorry,
Pokemon
continue.
game. Where in your small apartment do you keep your 2 helis?
They're stacked on top of a couple pancakes.
Very good. What heli did
I have custom made pancake shaped and themed like bases that the helis then are on top of.
Very good. What heli did you lose that you wish you hadn't? Any
Game
year.
Master.
Game Master of the
Game
year. Okay.
Master.
Yeah, that
The
was a
the
close one.
original Game Master,
That was a
knowing that
close
I
one.
lost by one
Yeah.
by the one vote. Or
Yeah.
tying it with I think on one vote.
That would have been no, you were you were the sole second place. And it's
Yep.
what's gonna frustrate you even more is that you were actually winning
Quickly
at one point
I actually have
during the
a
voting.
friend over right now, so
Oh, we'll get through this. Hang on, we're going. What heli did you win this past win that you didn't think you would, if any?
3 miles gay.
What helis do you want to win this year?
Best character.
How many helis do you think you will win? One, two, zero.
Sorry. Say again.
How many helis do you think you will win this year?
3, maybe 4.
Okay, all right.
I think it mainly will be in like the photograph. Not too sure when it comes to the art and stuff, and then whatever the hell happens with this Pokemon game this year, because
What?
that might lead in for me winning Gamiest Gamer.
Oh, okay. What is the hardest heli category to win? Do you think out of all the categories?
Best to remember because it's impossible to win.
Sure, fair enough.
No, probably the community one.
What is the easiest category to win? Do you think? This is all good information for Max to know.
Easiest one to win. I want to say the quotes.
Interesting. It's so funny people think the quotes. Okay.
Because if you're very talkative in the server and you're talking to people, then you can be you can just say dumb things and people will quote them.
I think that's a tough
It's
one.
the same with the 3 miles one.
Interesting. Okay. Make some heli predictions for this year, or any heli prediction this year.
Pepper won't win any of the gaming ones.
Oh.
Ara may not win the beta this year. And
Ooh.
Mini, I think, will win probably Gamiest Gamer, and or
Wow.
he'll win the Clip of the Year.
Wow. These are some bold predictions. Ooh, I like these. Okay.
We'll see what happens if Ara. Court them. Court them. Mini, did you capture that?
Wow.
A bit.
Wow. Okay. Interesting choices. Okay.
Oh yes, Solid Snake comes out soon, and Pokemon game will be out next month. Okay, see you all.
Out of everyone who joined this year, who do you think is going to win Best New Member in 20 days into the new year?
Oh god, I didn't even know who's joined.
Well,
Max.
there you go. Max is the clear and obvious answer. Are you a New Hell City legend?
No, I'm a food option.
What do you think makes a New Hell City legend?
Oh. Uh. Who knows?
Who knows?
Just a feeling. Good feeling.
Name some New Hell City legends.
Probably like the original trio of like Coda, Dio, and Sayori, in my
Interesting.
opinion.
Okay. Do you know any like New Hell City legends in the making? Could be you. I feel like
Swift.
you are. Okay, Swift is in the making. Interesting. Okay. Okay. What are your goals for this year in New Hell City?
Win the D&D ones.
Yes.
And finish this freaking game.
Yes. Okay. Work. Work. Okay, final thing before we get to rapid fire is fan questions. Now you all are gonna hate me, but this season, we are limiting fan questions to 5 per Hellion. No, sorry, 6 per Hellion, because 666. 6 questions per Hellion. Number your questions. He's gonna hate that. Wait till Taka hears about that. He's gonna fucking flip. Number your questions. Go. Oh God. Go for it. Ask Pancake anything. Go for it. Anything. Anything. Also, by the way, same thing. If a minute goes by and we get no questions, we are moving on. So surely we will get a question. Minnie asks, one, how hard will the entirety of Victory Road be?
How hard will it be for the game? Um, well, it's not going to be like the big mazes or caves like in the other Pokemon games. I think it'll be very close to like the Victory Road and like Scarlet Violet, how it's literally just a path that will have a couple trainers.
Okay. All right.
Like it's not going to be super hard. It may have, strong mons and stuff like that. Like the more harder to catch rate kind of ones that are worth. But the real problem will be like the Elite Four. Not to mention that you still have to beat like the gym leaders and stuff to even get to that point.
Um,
And I will say the eighth gym leader will be a good challenge because I know how to play the game, and that's you. Yeah,
what?
that's you.
Swift asks, "What's your favorite Carosoft game overall?"
With the Kairosoft games, pretty much the one that I've put the most amount of time was Ninja Village. Super fun, super easy. Second best one was the one that probably got most people in, which is easily like Game Tycoon.
Okay. Okay. Max
Or the
asks,
manga one were also good.
"What is your favorite color?"
Purple.
Good choice.
Mainly the darker purples, not like the lilac ones.
Minnie asks, "Throw fire over a bridge to get $5 to save him and receive nothing." Wait, what?
Keep in mind, I still have that text chat of you owing Sayori $20 or
I don't.
$10.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that.
No, it's not you. It's
Oh
Minnie.
yeah,
Minnie
ha,
owns it.
ha. Yeah, Minnie. Yeah, Minnie. Yeah, Minnie. Yeah, take that, Minnie.
Um, but yeah, throw him over just so we can have a bath in the water.
God damn it.
Clearly. Um, two. What's our game
Oh,
we
so
haven't played yet?
Swift asks, "What's a Carosoft game that you haven't played yet that you intend to play?"
I think that was like one of the hotel ones. One of the hotel ones, and also I'm like maybe an hour into the high school one that you're also playing Swift. So I need to actually get more into that one.
Okay. Max asks, "Do you actually like pancakes?" That's a good question,
Yes, it's
actually.
one of the few like, items that I'll make from scratch.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Keep them questions coming. Three
Also
mini. Go ahead. You said also.
also like pancake batter you can put into waffles, churros, and other things like that, which we have makers of.
Minnie asks, "Got any favorite Persona characters that aren't Akechi?"
Adachi from Persona 4.
That's great. That's really great. That's really, really great.
You walked into that one, mate.
Swift asks, "Do you think the new fan questions limit is stupid?"
Personally, yeah, but also I have a friend here that we're
See,
gonna do some
see,
games together.
see. Sometimes people have things to do. Swift, huh?
He's just chilling here. We're probably gonna play Pokemon Unite later. Either that or I'll show you like how the Pokemon game. He's on Pokemon Unite already.
Oh my god, you should join New House City. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Um,
Yeah, it'll be fine.
God damn it. Um, Minnie says, "Be brutally honest. How good are we at Fortnite?"
Pepper plays console. There's your answer.
Wow. Minnie says she's PC.
Oh, were you console? Someone was console.
Can you tell when someone's
Either
console?
way,
Oh, Minnie's console.
you're the console one. Yeah, Minnie, you're console. No.
Wow.
Also, you kept walking into death. In every team fight, Minnie died first, so
Wow. Wow.
there's your answer.
Wow. Max asks, "How good is it you went?" I don't know what that means, Max.
Pretty good, honestly.
Oh,
Top
okay.
tier.
Oh, okay.
10 out of 10.
Oh, okay. Swift asks, "Is there a hobby that you once did but fell out of doing in the past?"
Hmm. Digital art.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did it for a bit, didn't get it, left.
Minnie asks, "What category do you think will have a giant surge?" I guess in NHC.
Like a large number of people just like doing it.
Yeah.
Probably the D&D ones. We already
Oh,
have like 4 campaigns active right now, some of which are either new or some that have been going on for a while. Some are pretty short, so I think this year we'll have just a bunch of campaigns.
perfect. Perfect. Um, okay. Does Minnie want to ask the final question, or do folks, anyone else have questions? Anyone else? Anyone else? Before we finish with rapid fire and then let Pancake not be rude to his guest. You're doing great, Max. You're doing great. Minnie asks, "Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG?" Dot dot
Is
dot.
this the funny Pokemon one? Named
Nobody's talking about Crisis
RPG.
Core.
Which one specifically by name? Oh,
Oh,
FF14. I don't
yeah.
play Final Fantasy games. Also,
Ooh.
Mini, I stopped playing 16. I
Ooh.
got to the point where I got the Lightning Guy's power, and
The lightning guy. He calls him the lightning guy.
because I don't want to spoil everything.
Mm-hmm. Sure, sure, sure. All right, that's our 6 questions. It means we're going into rapid fire. Are you ready to answer these questions really, really fast? They've changed.
Cool.
Are you
Oh,
ready?
fun.
Ready?
Yep.
What are you terrible at?
Interviews.
What are you amazing at?
Haha.
What's your favorite thing to
uh,
do? I'm gonna take that as an
what's
answer.
for get fucked thing? All right. Favorite thing to do, play D&D.
Least favorite thing to do.
Uh, deal with idiots.
Do I look pretty today? I don't know why that question comes after that answer, but okay. Do I look pretty
It
today?
comes it comes up again. All right.
Interesting.
7 out of 10 still.
Wow, interesting. Name something you would set on fire.
Hell.
You have to go up. You have to pack up your stuff and live with one Hellion. Who is it?
Swift.
You have to switch lives and bodies with a Hellion for one day. Who is it?
Coda.
Which Hellion would you want to cook for you?
Iceman.
Good choice. And you have to commission a portrait of yourself. Which Hellion do you hire to draw you?
Dio.
You're commissioning someone to write the NHC story or role play of your life. Who do you get to ghostwrite?
Swift.
Which Hellions are you taking on your zombie apocalypse team?
Pepper or Haley, because I feel like Haley would be able to disguise herself as one.
Yeah, also that she's from the South. She knows how to use a weapon. What is your favorite word?
Um, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
What's your least favorite word?
Um, yeah, that's
Why are video games so hard?
pardon.
Why are video games so hard?
Are games hard?
Yeah, video games are really hard.
No, I mean because you keep playing on easy difficulty on
I
games,
don't know what
it
you're talking
pisses
about.
you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why is anime so confusing?
It's confusing. Yeah,
I don't know what you mean. What is something you're obsessed with that you think everyone else should be obsessed with too?
you're glowing out in every second word.
Oh, you too. Oh, you're glitching out too. You sound like a
Minnie,
robot.
stop messing with it.
This is Minnie's fault. What is something you're obsessed with that everyone else should be obsessed with too? Did you get all that?
That was a community kind of question. I think it was like, what's something that everyone should do or
Yes.
should.
Yes, I'll type it in chat.
Um, so that everyone else should be obsessed with two Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah. What noise or sound do you love?
Open up Game Boy,
Open up the Game Boy.
the Game Boy start button, Game Boy turn on.
You sound like such a robot. What noise or sound do you hate?
Um, the original Pokemon low HP sound effect.
What's your favorite curse word?
No, the black and white one does, not the oldest one. Favorite curse word? I can't say it. The C one.
Very good. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Um, I got What? What profession?
Yep.
I don't know what profession I'm even in. Baking. Well, baking. I don't
Okay. What profession would you not like to attempt?
know. Any kind of combat fighting kind of stuff, I guess. I don't know.
And finally, when you get to hell, what would you like Satan to say to you when you arrive at the fiery gates?
Fire lied. The AC here does work.
I did lie, and fuck Satan, and fuck the AC. Congratulations, Pancake. You have kicked off season 4 of Good Morning New Hell City. Everyone should listen to Villains of La Liga. Um, you should
Alright, guys, the
join.
game comes out next month. It'll be posted into the gaming chat. People from all throughout my own friend group and NHC will be in it. Enjoy the games and have a good one.
There you go.
New Pokemon game or Pokemon ripoff game, the uh whatever it was called, something world,
There you go.
Power World. Yeah, that's a game. I have it on my PC. It's weird. It's a weird game. But yeah, see y'all.
Bye.